Hello and welcome to another movie review. Today we'll actually finally be talking about The Flash. Now, how does it hold up in regards to this versus The Beetle? Well, I did see Blue Beetle about a week or two ago, so when it did first come out. So depending on when this video comes out, that kind of gives you a time frame, but let's go ahead and talk about The Flash.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
Now, in case if you are wondering, the Flash film is kind of the end of the Snyderverse in a way. It's the end of the Snyderverse, but the beginning of James Gunn universe. I do know that James Gunn, he was very excited for this film. There are many individuals who were excited for this film. It did have a lot of controversy too when it came to Ezra Miller. But in all honesty, if it wasn't for... I mean, let's face it, this movie was okay. I mean, it did have Ben Affleck as Batman for a split maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but even then, it just kind of diminishes that version of Batman other than when we see him out of the cowl. When he's in the cowl, the suit itself, it didn't work for me. We do see Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman as well. She makes a quick 30-second cameo and then goes off. When it comes to, of course, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, we do see him at the end credits. That was kind of funny, as well as we know that now Jason Momoa's Aquaman is set up in the James Gunn universe, so that's interesting to keep that character as well. But overall, though, like I said, it was honestly okay. I do know that this was pushed back quite a few times. They did cut other cameos as well. I believe Superman was one of them, so Henry Cavill. But when it comes to the storyline, it was okay. It had its high moments when it came to, of course, the original story or concept that it derived from, which is Flashpoint. So that was very well intriguing on how they did their own thing and what twists and turns they chose to do and what not to do. But when it came to the other moments, it just didn't hit for me. The CGI was horrible, though I do know that the director originally said that that was all intentional and on purpose. But in all honesty, it was just horrible, all in general. Like, the CGI looked like a video game. Like I would say PlayStation 3 style animation, especially when it came to the Flash saving babies. And when it came to the humor, some of the stuff hit, majority of the stuff honestly didn't. Like, there's a sequence where he does save the babies, and like I said, the babies... coming out of the hospital, crashing out of the windows because the building's coming down. They look like PlayStation 3 version of babies. And when the Flash saves them, it was alright. I mean, the humor, like I said, didn't really hit for me. He ended up putting a baby in a microwave, which I think was supposed to be funny, but it honestly wasn't because he was saving all the babies. So that kind of tells you a little bit of what type of humor they brought to it. Now, one thing I do like is the difference between the two Ezra Millers that we do see. The Ezra Miller Flash, so Barry Allen Flash that we see when he first gets his powers, very immature with them, very kid-like with those abilities. Then we have the Barry Allen that we know, which is kind of like a mentor to the younger version in a similar nature, but does have that heavy burden where, of course, you have the new Flash, the kid-type attitude Flash, where he has his parents, but then you have the Barry Allen that didn't have his mom and kind of consoling him in the manner of, no, don't do that, don't do this, that's stupid, like, just think. So it's kind of like a mentorship in that element. When it does come to Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, I was extremely happy for that. I was very thankful for that. However, when it came to the conclusion with his style of Batman, it just didn't hit. Yeah, of course he died in the film. Spoiler alert, I get it. But it didn't give the send-off that version of Batman really truly needed. I felt like it could have been done a lot better when it came to his death sequences, because there's more than one. But overall, they kind of just plummeted that style or that version of Batman. I don't know. That was that for me. Leave a comment down below. How do you guys feel about that? But like I said, overall, the Flash movie was okay. It didn't really hit for me. Blue Beetle, though, was amazing and so much better than this film. I honestly don't know why there was so much hype with this. I guess it was because of the start off of the new DCEU, the James Gunn version. But hey, we got an old school Batman back, which I won't reveal as far as who that is because that is up to you to find out. But he's very mature, I guess, in that matter, because I do know that the Batman films that are coming out will be about the Bat family. But like I said, overall, thought it was okay. I thought they could have done so much better. I do like the adaptations that they brought from Flashpoint directly, but the other stuff that they added, not a big fan for it. So if you have seen it, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Be sure to subscribe to not only this channel, but all the social media channels as well. And we'll see you next time for the next review.